everyone, Proxy Table Gaming, PTG. I am G Hyper.
No, I don't know.
You're getting tired of your own gimmick.
Oh, I hadn't thought one, and
It's late. We've been recording for 9 hours straight.
This should be. Can you smell? But I've done that one.
Yeah.
What? Nev, but he loves that song, so
Yeah, you don't want to ruin it, do you?
oh, you can't tell, but the eyebrows up.
Okay. So gaming day continues into its final battle with my Ogres taking on Nav's Dread Elves.
Yeah.
Nav is on the back of a loss.
Yes.
Not going to mention that I'm on the back of a loss because that's just standard, really. But you know, yeah. Didn't note down the deployment and objective for this one. That will become apparent why soon enough. So that's my Ogre list, obviously, same as it was for the previous two battles, and that is the Masters list. Again, it's forgotten the Hydras on the bottom, so he does still have 2 Hydras. Yep, and that is deployment. So he's got his Corsairs, his Knights, Hydra, Legionnaires, Hydra. They are the Dread Judges. Then he's got his Auxiliaries and Corsairs, and he's got a Bolt Thrower on the hill.
Cool.
I don't know where the Sorceress woman is. His general.
Anita does a good job on his.
Oh yeah, massively. I think the wizard is actually in the Dread Judges. That would make sense.
Okay.
Because I didn't get much of a close up on them. Well, we might see in a minute actually, because I did get close up. And Ravencloaks on the flank. I got my Bruisers here with a Saber Tusk behind, Giant. Merc Vets with both characters again, sticking with that idea. Cannons on the hill. And yeah, I got some close-ups.
Nice.
And you are right. Anita does an amazing job with this painting.
Good work, Phil.
Definitely. I mean, look at them. They are just pretty. Well worth getting close up. So there's the wizard in with the auxiliaries. So that is where she was. Yeah, you cannot underestimate how good this painting is. Lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I got first turn. I think I dropped quite early for first turn.
Yep.
To get it, and I moved up quite aggressively. I am not too scared of the Hydras charging into me because I think I can grind them down with my great weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not even too bothered about the Knights coming in because I think I can handle them on the second turn. In the front.
Okay.
And so I've left him fairly long charges just to see if he can come at me.
See what he wants to do.
Yeah, I don't think he can't get all of them. I've said that about you many times. Yeah, we'll see how we go, really. I got Hand of Heaven off on the Corsairs and killed 3.
Yeah, cool.
Loving that Hand of Heaven.
Every little helps.
Yeah. And he moves up his Dread Judges behind the obstacle.
Yeah, distracting.
So, I mean, I'm probably not going to take them on while I've got distracting against me. So I'd be hitting on 5s.
Yes.
It's not great. I mean, and that is attacking last as well. So he'd do a lot of damage to me. He's moved up his Ravencloaks. And then, what's this signifying? I think that's just he didn't move, basically, on this flank.
Oh.
Didn't come forward at all. Did some shooting and killed off 2 bruisers.
It's not bad. It's pretty good shooting.
Yeah. But what isn't good shooting is only doing 1 wound to the Sabertooth.
Oh.
Saber Tiger. Yeah. He should do more than that, really, because they're pretty much the elite shooting.
Yeah.
So they should do better. Now, this is where this report is going to get crazy.
Let's get funky.
Yeah. Now, can you spot the obvious problem with my movement phase?
You're splitting up your forces.
Well, that's one issue, but
he's divided and conquered you.
I'll just tell you because you're purposefully just doing this. Yeah. This is a unit of Knights with quite high movement.
Oh.
This is the flank of my Merc Vets. It's also the flank, I think, possibly the flank of a Hydra.
Oh.
I mean, I've moved the bruisers over to get them and to get this flank. That was always the plan on avoiding the Dread Judges. But I think I got so gung-ho with the Merc Vets and the Dread Judges that I just completely ignored the whole flank of his army here, thinking that they'd stay back because of the Tuskers. Well, there's no countercharge if that goes in.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a cannon, yes, but we've seen how he does on the charge. So, yeah. Not liking my movement there.
Right.
Got Hand of Heaven off on these guys, and I believe I don't do any wounds. But
wasn't it?
Yeah. And then
oh no,
I 4 dice Wrath of God. No, actually I might have 5 diced it. Yeah.
Oh, that's your
I deserve this. Yeah. I've only recently been playing Thaumaturgy, and I 5 diced Wrath of God. And I killed my shaman. Not great, especially with the aforementioned movement phase issue. But yeah.
What a turn for Nav.
What a turn for Nav. I've totally screwed this game up completely. I don't even know where Wrath of God went, but it doesn't matter. Because of this, he obviously sees that charge. That charge was very clear from that overview picture. And I don't think I even saw it until he declared the charge. That's how bad it was. Because I might have, changed my mind at some point or told him I've screwed it over. But either way, right, what happens then is that the knights charge into the flank. I flee it because I have to flee it. You know, there's no way that I can expect to survive that in the flank.
Yeah.
Fleeing is the right move. I also have to flee the giant because he's going to get mauled by everything because I think he can redirect into that. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe even, would it have been panic? No, it wouldn't have been. But yeah, the Saber Tiger also goes as well. I don't know, probably because the Merc Vets ran through him.
Yeah.
Merc Vets might have even run through the giant.
You're not in a great position.
So, not good going into my turn 2. Moves the Hydra up to threaten the Tuskers as well, because the Tuskers weren't doing anything really. There's that. And some bruisers are kind of just facing the wrong way as he moves up. So even the bruisers wasn't good moving because his entire army can now move up without any threat.
It's not too bad if the Merc Vets are there because he didn't do.
Yeah, if my Merc Vets were still here, then that's fine. But we saw how easy it was to get rid of them. Yeah. I think he takes a wound on a Hydra from something. Maybe.
Wrath of God
or Hand of... No, I've got no magic.
From last time.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Well, got Wrath of God off.
Oh, yes. Yes, possibly. Anyway. He gets crippling fatigue off on that to make his shooting a bit more damaging. And it kills a bruiser.
Yeah.
And then... Deja vu, anyone?
What has gone in here?
So, what happened, and this is about, I don't know, 45 minutes after the start of the battle. My turn 3.
So I haven't even deployed yet in the other.
Yeah. My turn 3, my Merc Vets do not rally. They roll a 6/6 for their fleet, and they flee off the board.
Yeah.
That's game over. It was already game over, but that is game over.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know whether my giant rallied or not. I think I gave Nav the handshake at that point.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in, I'd like to think it wasn't in a I'm taking my ball and going home way, even though I probably felt like that because I just made 2 stupid mistakes. One mistake giving the flank up.
Yeah.
Well, 2 mistakes. The bruisers were out of position because of that. 3 mistakes. 5 dice Wrath of God. It was a catalogue of errors. So it hadn't taken long for Nav to 20-0 me. Fair play.
He is the master.
He is the master, but that was nothing to do with Nav. That was nothing to do with Nav. He did not beat me.
Right, you beat
I imploded myself, right? So we'd only spent about 45 minutes. You'd only just deployed in the other room. So Nav was under time constraints here. He didn't have a lot of time. He had to go fairly soon. But he did. I suggested, shall we just put everything back where it was and replay the battle just for a bit of fun?
Yeah.
And to see how much time he had. So we didn't expect to necessarily finish it, but this is what we did. So again, I've gone first and I've moved the bruisers a bit further wider. And I've done similar to what I did in the last one because actually my turn 1 was relatively strong or not weak anyway. I Hand of Heaven, the Corsairs again. So I'm doing exactly what I did in the last one.
Yeah.
This time I killed 4 instead of 3, so it's going a bit better.
Okay.
I get Wrath of God in turn 1 off, and that is significantly
But you don't
better.
5 dice it.
I don't 5 dice it
Hashtag
anymore.
learning.
Yeah, although, you know, I'm not saying I won't do it again at some point. And this is into Nav's turn. So he moves up the Dread Judges into the obstacle again. He's moved a bit more aggressively with the Hydra on this side.
Yeah.
He's not moved very aggressively on this side again, but he has moved the Corsairs up to bait that Tusker charge. So see what goes on over there. A whole load of these guys die. Was that where the Wrath of God was?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Wrath of
it
God
was.
comes down, boy.
Yeah, so Wrath of God comes down and obliterates some auxiliaries. I think at this point the wizard has joined the Dread Judges.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bruisers now charge the Raven Cloaks, and they run a hell of a distance.
Wow.
And go through that impassable terrain and get away.
2-3 wounds?
Possibly. Not sure. I think there's skirmishers. Maybe it was ruins. Oh no, the Raven Cloaks are here. What was there? Maybe it was a Corsairs unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a Corsairs unit. So it was an ambitious charge from my Bruisers, actually. But he chose to flee it, which is fine. Because if I get there, then I'm a lot closer to the auxiliaries and in the flank of the Dread Judges.
Yeah.
So it was the right move from Nav's point of view.
I'm sure I'd be glad to hear you say that.
He'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yes, giving advice to the master.
He knows it.
The tribesmen are doing something. I'm not entirely sure whether this is now him shooting me, but taking a few. Oh no, that's it. I charged in and lost one tribesman, but he decided to stand and shoot that one, hoping that he would panic me.
Okay.
I didn't panic. I managed to get in, so that's cool. Happy about that. I charged my giant into the Hydra, and he holds that one. So that'll be an interesting one. Monster versus monster.
Yeah.
Or gigantic versus gigantic in this day and age. Charged my Saber Tiger into what remains of the Corsairs on this side. So not taking up the charge with the Tuskers, because I didn't fancy risking the overrun and being countercharged by Knights.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Bruisers wheel in. Maybe they didn't charge. Not quite sure how that's happened. All a bit of a blur. But yeah, the Bruisers have managed to move up and are now threatening that flank, and they're out of line of sight of the Dread Judges. So that's cool. That's just an overview of what's going on there. I haven't moved my Merc Vets up to be in a stupid position this time. I've literally held them back.
Yeah.
And waiting for Nav to do the business. I got Cleansing Fire on the Giant to try and give him Breath Weapon. But it was only a 1 strength. So it was only strength 3. Yeah. So it's really not going to do anything.
Elves, though. Elves.
Not a problem. Got Wrath of God in between his Dread Judges and his Legionnaires, which is awesome.
Yeah, really good.
And again, my Shaman hasn't died from it. I think my Saber 2 kills 1. Yeah, 1, and he's reformed to get his more attacks.
Yeah.
But we will stick around.
Take that.
Yeah. I do 1 wound to the Hydra. He does 3 wounds to me. But I have charged. I stick around. The tribesmen take a lot of casualties on the way in, but still manage to destroy the Raven Cloak. So that's got that job done, and he's only a chaff unit anyway.
Yeah.
He charges in the flank of the Giant with... is that the Dread Judges? Yeah, it is, yeah. So that's not going to go well for the Giant, obviously.
He did.
Yeah. And this was an interesting one. He charged the front of the Merc Vets with his Legionnaires. I was well up for that. Really happy with that, because, I mean, they're strength 3. They've got spears, I think.
Mm-hmm.
AP1 is not that great. I think I'm still armor 4 up.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of
he's
attacks.
Thinking that the Divine Ult is going to do...
Yeah, with some impact hits as well. So that's what he's thinking there. Moves up the Hydra around the Saber Tiger.
Yep.
Hydra's taken a couple of wounds, probably from a Hand of Heaven, I think. Just to adding into the mix against the Tuskers.
Mm.
And my Bruisers take a heck of a lot of shooting damage from the
Wow.
Corsairs and the Auxiliaries.
11 wounds.
Yeah. He's got the crippling fatigue on them again.
Yeah,
so he's re-rolling his wounds. Obviously, the giant goes down to the shooting. We're really powering through this in terms of time because Nav is gonna have to go very soon. And this is the combat. You will notice the Legionnaires are absolutely gone. They were slaughtered.
Right. Only did 4 wounds to you as well.
Only did 4 wounds to me, yeah. So, I mean, that was how I thought it would happen, but that was why I was so intrigued as to why he charged that.
Yeah.
I do remember that the Divine Altar did 1 impact hit.
Oh, right, okay.
So, obviously, that is a big factor.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it totally went my way, which is nice. And over here, the Sabertooth dies to the Corsairs. Yeah, probably going to happen. Exactly. And there's an overview of how we're looking. Did I charge? Yeah. So I've charged the Tuskers into the Hydra and the Sabertooth into the flank as well, just to get an extra flank combat res. But I think he'll probably pick that guy off for easy wounds, to be honest.
Yeah.
Move my Merc Vets this way. I must have run down these guys. They didn't run very far. And that's why I hardly moved any distance.
Sure,
and then I swift reformed to be over here to face the Knights. Because now I'm thinking, charge me. I'll take a few damage, few wounds, but I'm okay with that because I just want to keep away from the Dread Judges who can't see me.
Yeah.
They can see the Tuskers at the moment, but I'm on the charge. And he's only got 3 wounds left.
So you're hoping to kill that.
I'm hoping to kill that, and it's even a long charge anyway. The Bruisers, what are they doing? I'll find out in a minute. Get Cleansing Fire for a breath weapon on them, and kill the Hydra.
Nice.
I don't think the Cleansing Fire did a lot, actually, because I think it might have been out of range. But, yeah, and the Sabertooth survives. So, it's completely smashed through the Hydra. I'm re-rolling my 1s to hit and to wound. So, that helps. He charges the Knights into the Tuskers instead of the Merc Vets.
Okay.
Which is okay. I mean, obviously without the Hydra there, that was always a possibility.
Yeah.
But that's just, it's going to be ropey either way. But I've got the Merc Vets in their flank.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping to hold that, really.
Okay. And he's charged his Hydra into your other?
Charge the Hydra into the Bruisers. I can't really understand. I think the Bruisers rolled really low for their charge.
Sure, yeah.
Because they took a load of shooting damage. Then it was my turn. And I didn't really move very far.
Yeah.
So I think I failed a very easy charge. It can't have been more than 4 or 5 to get them. And I've rolled really low. So the Hydra comes in the back. But even so, I'm not too worried about that. Because the Hydra might do a few bit of damage. But I've got great weapons. I can turn around, hopefully. 9 strength 6 attacks.
Yeah.
Wounded on 3s.
And he ain't charging into them with...
No. It didn't double charge from the other side because it gave me more combat. And the Dread Judges have moved up. They didn't take the flank charge.
Okay.
But he moved them up quite cautiously, actually. I was quite surprised by that. Maybe he thinks that the cannon's there. And so the cannon could chaff them. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows what he's thinking? Yeah. Bolt Thrower snipes the one remaining tribesman, so it gets the points for him.
Enough.
I'd hidden him in a corner.
Yeah.
And this is kind of what I expected, in that the Hydra did 2 or 3 wounds. Well, probably 3 or 4, actually. And I do 3 wounds to the Hydra, which is pretty good going, really, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, and past the Fortitude. But
so
I stick around, yeah. So that's nice. A load of Tuskers get killed by the Knights, and I kill 3 back.
Oh.
Yeah, 9 wounds worth, and that's re-rolling my 1s.
You doing armor. 3 wounds back is pretty decent.
Yeah, considering I'm attacking last anyway.
Yeah.
So, it was a bit of a heavy loss, but I still managed to kill a few of his. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this ended up. I think the Tusker held, but we were so going through this quickly that it's difficult to remember exactly what happened. Now, we had to call it there, And ignore that score for now, because obviously that's not truly what happened. But yeah, we had to pretty much end it here. So I'm not really sure whether the Tusker held or not. I have a feeling that he did hold, because I know I could have got a flank charge on the Knights.
Well, you must have held.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it.
Exactly.
So he's in 9 and he's in 3.
Yeah.
I don't know how you hold though.
No, he's got charge. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I couldn't have charged, but held rather.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, it's difficult to know, but I seem to think that my Merc bets were able to do something.
Yeah.
Maybe they were able to go for the Corsairs or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I was confident that the Dread Judges weren't going to cause a lot of damage to me, because I could move the cannon away and keep his points, and my Merc bets were going to go on a rampage. And he'd already lost. He lost the other Hydra on the other flank.
Yeah.
Which meant I was able to charge in my turn. Is that right?
Yeah.
No.
Because it's your turn next.
Yeah, it's my turn next. So I was able to get his auxiliaries.
Yeah.
I think maybe if the Knights overrun and survive, then fair enough. But I've got all my points for my bruisers, all the points for my Merc bets. I've got my characters. I've got my cannon. I'd only lost the Tuskers and the Giant and the Tribesmen. Not a huge amount of points. And I've got his BSB, most of his core. He's literally just got the Judges and the Knights. And we're only talking turn 3 or 4 here. So there's still time to play. So I was thinking I had won this battle quite comfortably. Maybe like a 15-5 at worst. Yeah. I think it's hold the centre. So there's a chance that the Dread Judges stop me getting that. Or at least contest it, and we dance around it for a while.
Yeah.
But Nav tried to convince me that he was going to win.
Well, he's a master.
He can talk the talk. He really can. But even when he was trying to convince me,
mate.
Absolutely.
He's just a jabroni.
Even when he was trying to convince me that he was still going to win this one, I wasn't having it. I wasn't believing it. But that is why, well, it was 20-0 to him in the real battle. So he gets the victory. I claimed 8 points. Not officially 8 points, because it was a mock battle, the second one. So yeah, that was how we ended our one. But Nav won 20.
No, it's interesting.
And then we just redid it. And I did all right in the second one.
Redo it if it happens.
I learned from my mistakes anyway, and it turned out a lot better the second time round. So whether I would have won it or not, who knows? But it went better than the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
So cheers, Nav and Shane, for coming to see us.
Absolutely.
The travelling
Big
up
props.
over to us. Really enjoyed the day, and hopefully we'll do another one sometime soon. And yeah, it means Nav does get 20 points, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
And so, technically, did he win the day?
Well.
Or did he not?
I'll tell you what, we'll call it a draw, but because I've got 2 wins. I'll win.
Yeah, you win on 2 wins, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah. So, but no, it was good. Yeah, really good day. Really good to
play 2 top players.
Yeah.
Officially, obviously, I came last. I lost, and I'm changing my Ogre list a little bit now. I've lost 3 in a row with it. I don't think that I wasn't playing it quite right, and I want to try more Ogre things.
Yeah. So what did you? What did you like in the Ogres?
Yeah, I like the Bruiser block. I really do.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure that that it's the right way to go.
Yeah. I was saying with my vampires actually. I quite liked. I haven't changed the list at all. I don't think.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I'm going to try out a few things. I don't like the way the Tuskers died in every battle that they played. They were a liability, so I might not try them too much. But yeah, we'll see how it develops, and we'll move on. Cool.
Yeah, cheers to everyone for coming down.
Yeah.
Cal, Shane.
Yeah.
Nav,
yeah. Really good times.
Yeah, really enjoyed your company, guys.
Definitely.
Look forward to the next one. And thanks to you guys for listening to all our ramblings for the last few battles for these.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do all that.
Hit me up on Twitter.
Definitely.
Lucky Sixes PTG.
Is that what it is? Lucky Sixes PTG.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Always good for a bit of
yeah, and check out the Amras campaign, because that is moving forward fast.
We'll be quite close to the end
Yeah, possibly by the time this one's gone out.
So yeah, no, it's been really good. Been really good that. But yeah, no. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
See you later.